The latest now is a 15-year-old boy is being charged as an adult for allegedly shooting and killing another teen last week in Racine.
As Fox 6's Bill Miston now explains, the motive stemming from associating with rival street gangs. Bill?
Mary and Ted 15-year-old Zontel Jr. made his first court appearance today in Racine County in adult court, as the boy is charged as an adult with first-degree intentional homicide, accused of shooting 16-year-old Quentin Smith in the head and killing him Friday night.
I think it's absolutely outrageous to think anything less than $1 million.
Quentin Smith's uncle addressed the court Wednesday afternoon.
This was a 16-year-old kid that was shot in cold blood.
And prosecutors say 15-year-old Zontel Jr. is the one who did it. The boy is charged with shooting and killing Smith at a Southside home Friday night. Smith was found in the driveway. He was taken to the hospital and later flown to Frederick, but he died a couple hours later. Also, hours later, on Saturday, police found Jr. at a relative's. Court documents say a witness told police Smith came over to their house, sold them weed, and that Smith called Jr. over to smoke together. The witness told investigators Jr., who associates with a North Side gang, later said he was going to shoot Smith because Smith associates with a rival South Side gang. The witness told police he heard a gunshot, saw Smith fall to the ground, and Jr. with a gun in his hands.
The defendant is 15 and in juvenile detention, and bond's not reflective of any possible guilt or sentence at this point.
His bond was set at $500,000.
The life of her son, Dontrell Bush.
I'm gonna really miss my baby.
The 17-year-old was shot and killed during a gathering at a home on Claremont Avenue, May 7th. Bush was a junior at Horlick High School. Basketball was his passion, and his mother loved going to games.
I'm yelling all weekend. I'm yelling. I'm his #1 fan, I promise. He's Mom.
Date first says Joshua Daniel appearances.
18-year-old Joshua Daniel is charged for killing Bush. Prosecutors say Daniel admitted to shooting Bush because he was smiling and looking at him.
His chief tells me this type of violence has been on the uptick since last year.
This has to stop.
Surveillance video caught by a nearby home shows the exact moment a 16-year-old was gunned down near Albert and Marquette Street Sunday night in Racine. A neighbor, too afraid to show her face on camera, recalls the terrifying moments.
Where he's shot and killed while walking home. A Racine teen is robbed of his future.
Fox 6's Casey Cronus is live in Racine tonight, where community members gathered in his memory. Casey?
And Mary, just last Wednesday, Jaden Cronin started his senior year of high school at Turning Point Academy. A couple of days later, he was walking home from an area football game when his life was taken abruptly.
In Racine, nearly 50 felony charges have been filed against one of 2 people arrested in connection with the shooting at a cemetery. Lamarian Blair faces 23 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, among other charges. It happened back on June 2nd at Graceland Cemetery. According to prosecutors, a gang dispute led to the shooting. Witnesses say the shooters were in a black Chevy Equinox. The car was found with gunshot damage. Prosecutors say Blair's fingerprints and rifle cases were inside. Those casings match those from the shooting. Blair, he was in court earlier today. His cash bond was set at $1 million.
Former Racine Horlick High School varsity basketball players killed by gunfire.
Marcus Caldwell was gunned down on Saturday night, one day before he was set to move away. Fox 6's Aaron Maben talked to his family, who are grieving from this sudden loss.
He was the piece to our puzzle, our shining star.
Inside Horlick High School,
he didn't do nothing to nobody. All he wanted to do was enjoy life.
you can hear the heartbreak.
They just took my baby from me, and I just don't know why they took him from me.
On Saturday night, Racine police responded to a shooting on Yount Street near Geneva. Officers found Marcus Caldwell dead of an apparent gunshot wound. A memorial now sits outside the home where the 20-year-old young father took his last breath.
My heart